Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see about class 10 polynomials. If you want to know more basics about polynomial, please refer the video given in the link in the description. First concept, we are going to see what is zero of a polynomial. So what is zero of a polynomial? See, consider I have one polynomial p of x equal to some expression. So instead of this x, I'm going to substitute some value. So maybe consider as 2. If I substitute 2 in the place of x, the whole polynomial is going to be 0. Then this 2 is nothing but the zero of a polynomial. As a definition, we can say like this. At what value of x the polynomial p of x becomes 0, that's nothing but the zero of the polynomial. But the number of zeros is based on the degree of the polynomial, because we have several types of polynomial classification, right? See, for example, linear polynomial means you will be having the maximum degree as 1. Then how many number of 0 you will be getting? Only one number of 0. Consider that as x. And quadratic polynomial, what is the degree of the quadratic polynomial? This is 2. Then you will be having two zeros, x or y. Cubic polynomial, if you take the degree is 3, then you will be getting three zeros, x, y, z. Consider these are nothing but the zeros. So the number of 0 is purely based on the degree of the polynomial. Here I have given one example, p of x equal to 3x minus 4. What polynomial is this? It's linear polynomial. For this, I'm going to find what is the 0 of the polynomial. So what I have to do, I'm going to substitute p of x equal to 0, and it's nothing but 3x minus 4 equal to 0, 3x equal to 4, then x equal to 4 by 3. So what is this? X equal to 4 by 3 is only 0 of the polynomial. Can we verify it? So in the place of x, I'm going to substitute 4 by 3. Just will check in the polynomial. If I put in the place of x, I'm putting 4 by 3, then minus 4. See here, 3 and 3 is getting cancelled. 4 minus 4, it's nothing but 0. Yeah, we are getting 0 as a polynomial result when I'm substituting the 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 is the 0 of a polynomial. And one more thing also, we need to know how to represent the 0 of a polynomial in a factor format. See, for example, if I'm having x equal to a as a 0 of a polynomial, I can represent this in a factor form as this. So x minus a is a factor. Then what is the factor of this 0 of a polynomial? It's nothing but x minus 4 by 3. Next, we are going to know how to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. So we will use factorization method over here by splitting the middle term. Here I have given an example over here. So we are going to split this middle term minus 3x. So how to split this middle term? We need to follow certain method. See, we are first multiplying the constant along with the coefficient of x square. Here the coefficient of x square is 1. So minus 4 into 1 is minus 4. And I'm going to take the coefficient of x, which is minus 3. So here and here we need to put two number. If we multiply these two number, we'll get minus 4. If I add or subtract these two number, I need to get minus 3. So which two number we can take? I can take 4 and 1. If I multiply 4 and 1, I'll get 4, but minus 4 I want. So I'm just putting minus over here, plus over here. So if I multiply these two, I'll get minus 4. If I subtract these two, we will be getting minus 3 as an answer. So this is how we are going to split. By this way only we are going to split the middle term. See, now we are writing x square. Now middle term can be written as minus 4x plus x minus 4. Since we are finding the 0 of a polynomial, we need to equate this to 0. Now we are going to factorize this. So I am combining the first and third term. Both are having x in common. The left is x plus 1. And second term and the fourth term we are combining, so that both are having minus 4 in common. The remaining is x plus 1, then it is equal to 0. Now see here, four term expression become two term expression. Now in these two term we have x plus 1 in common, then the remaining is x minus 4 equal to 0. So now this is what the factor form, but we need what is the 0 of a polynomial, right? So I'm going to move this x minus 1 to this side. Then what will happen? I will have x plus 1 equal to 0. Then what is the value of x? It's equal to minus 1. Then I'm going to move this x plus 1 to this side by having x minus 4 on the LHS itself. Then x minus 4 equal to 0 and x equal to 4. So x equal to minus 1 is one zero of a polynomial, and x equal to 4 is the another 0 of a polynomial. Since it's quadratic polynomial, we will get two zeros. And the next concept is what are sum of 0 and product of 0. But before this, you need to know what is the general form of a quadratic polynomial. So for quadratic polynomial, we will get two zeros, 1 and 2. So consider a variable for these zeros, one zero as alpha, another zero as beta. Now what we are going to do, we are going to write this in a factor form. How can I write this in a factor form? X minus alpha into x minus beta. This is how we will represent in a factor form. And we will introduce one constant also. Maybe is there any common factor I would have took out, na? So for that safer sake, we are taking a constant k also outside. So if we multiply these two, what will happen, if I multiply these two, you will be getting the another general form. So it's of this format. So both these general format are equal. If I know the coefficient A, B, C, and I can have this quadratic. If I know the zeros of a polynomial, then you can have this as a general form. So in this we have alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Then how to find alpha plus beta and alpha beta? What is alpha plus beta? It's nothing but the sum of 0. What is alpha beta? It's nothing but product of 0. Then how to find this? So this is the formula for finding the sum and product of the 0. So what is sum of 0? It's minus b by a. What is b first? It's nothing but a coefficient of x. What is a? It's a coefficient of x square. To find a product of 0, we need to use a formula c by a. What is c? It's a constant of a polynomial. What is a? It's a coefficient of x square. This is how we will be finding the sum of 0 and the product. The next one is how to verify the relation between the zeros and the coefficient of the polynomial. So how to verify this? First we need to do the factorization. We'll start with one example. So here an example is 3x square minus x minus 4. First the step is we need to do the factorization. So how to do the factorization? We'll multiply the constant with the coefficient of x square. So it's minus 4 into 3, you will be getting minus 12. And what is the coefficient of x? It's minus 1. Then which two number we can put over here? 4, 3, and minus I required as an answer. So put minus 4, 4. So minus 4 and plus 3. So I'm going to split the middle term as 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4 equal to 0, because we need to do the factorization. So I am equating this to 0. So now we'll combine the first and third term because they both have 3x in common. The leftover in the first term is x, the leftover in the third term is 1. And see here, second term and fourth term are having minus 4 in common. So I'm taking the leftover in second term as x and the leftover in the fourth term as 1 is equal to 0. Now again we can take x plus 1 in common, then the remaining is 3x minus 4 equal to 0. Then what is the 0 of the polynomial? 0 is x equal to minus 1, and the another 0 is x equal to 4 by 3. How you will get x equal to 4 by 3? This is equal to 0, then 3x equal to 4, then x equal to 4 by 3. Since it's a quadratic polynomial, we got two zeros of the polynomial. So now we are going to add these zeros. Sum of 0. SOZ is nothing but sum of 0. So I'm just adding this to 0 what I got by factorization. So take the LCM because different denominator. So minus 3 plus 4, it's giving 1 by 3. When I add it, I got 1 by 3. Now we are going to multiply it. So when I'm multiplying it, minus 1 into 4 by 3, so we will get minus 4 by 3. This is what our first step when a problem comes for verification. Now the second step, you need to find what is alpha plus beta and what is alpha beta. It's nothing but sum of 0 and the product of 0. What is the formula for it? It's minus b by a for alpha plus beta and c by a is for alpha beta. So before doing this, first we will write what are all the values for a, b, c. Okay, what is a? It's nothing but the coefficient of x square, which is 3. What is b? It's the coefficient of x, it's minus 1. And what is c? It's constant, which is minus 3. Along with the sign, we need to write, it's very important. Now here in alpha plus beta, in the formula already minus is there, and b value is also minus 1 divided by the value of a is 3. And minus into minus will become plus plus 1 by 3. Now see here in alpha beta, c value is minus 4, a value is 3, so it's minus 4 by 3. Just check, cross verify these two, sum of 0 from factorization and alpha plus beta. Both the values are same. And see here, product of 0 from the factorization along with the alpha beta value, both the values are same. So this is how we need to verify. So at task you need to write hence verified. So here comes the end of the problem. These are all the basic problems of class 10 polynomial. We will see some different problems in the upcoming videos. Thank you.